$5,800 for XRP. You might have seen this number floating around, based on a calculation by analyst Samson Mow comparing XRP to Bitcoin. It sounds insane, right? A jump from current prices to nearly $6,000? Today, we're cutting through the hype. We're going to look exactly at how that number is calculated, why it's completely unrealistic in the real world, and most importantly, what the actual short-term outlook for XRP is based on the charts right now. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Zacchy Crypto Update, your go-to source for straight-talking, actionable crypto analysis that cuts through the noise and gets to what actually matters for your portfolio. If you're trying to understand the market without the fluff, hit that subscribe button. Let's start with where this wild $5,800 number comes from. Bitcoin maximalist and well-known analyst Samson Mow recently stirred the pot by saying that for XRP to offer the same investment value as Bitcoin, its price should be around $5,800. Now, how did he get there? His calculation is pretty simple, but it makes a big assumption. He took Ripple's current market cap and divided it by Bitcoin's fixed supply of 21 million coins. So, essentially, he's saying if XRP had Bitcoin scarcity, only 21 million coins, and kept its current total market value, each XRP coin would be priced much, much higher. His core point here, and it's an important one, is about unit bias. Unit bias is a psychological trap. Many new investors look at Bitcoin at, say, $85,000, as Mow mentioned when he made his post, and think, wow, that's too expensive. I can only buy a tiny fraction. Then they look at XRP at 50 cents or 60 cents and think, great, I can buy hundreds or thousands of these. Mow argues that buying a lot of a cheap coin based purely on its low unit price, without considering its total supply and market cap, is a mistake. He says buying XRP at today's price is effectively like buying a tiny fraction of Bitcoin in terms of the total value you're getting within the respective networks. He believes Bitcoin, with its limited supply and network effects, is the superior store of value. And frankly, he has a point about unit bias misleading people. Focusing only on the per coin price without looking at the market cap, which is the price multiplied by circulating supply, gives you a completely distorted view of value and potential growth. A $1 coin with a 1 trillion coin supply is vastly different from a $10,000 coin with a 1 million coin supply, even though the $1 coin seems cheaper on the surface. Okay, so while the math behind Mow's $5,800 calculation is simple arithmetic based on a hypothetical scarcity, it completely falls apart when you introduce the reality of XRP's actual circulating supply. XRP doesn't have a supply of 21 million coins like Bitcoin. It has an immense supply, with about 58 billion tokens currently in circulation. Now, do the real-world math. If XRP were to actually reach a price of $5,800 with its current circulating supply of roughly 58 billion tokens, its market capitalization would explode. We're talking about a market cap that would soar to approximately $336 trillion to $339 trillion. Let's put that number into perspective. The entire world's global GDP, that's the total value of all goods and services produced by every country on Earth in a year, is currently somewhere around $100 trillion. A $339 trillion XRP market cap would be 3 times larger than the entire global economy. Think about that. For XRP to reach $5,800, its total value would need to be more than the combined value of every company, every country's output, everything. It's simply not feasible in the current or foreseeable global financial landscape. It's a number detached from economic reality. Furthermore, unlike Bitcoin's hard cap of 21 million, Ripple has a mechanism that adds 1 billion XRP tokens to the circulating supply every single month from escrow, even if not all of it enters the market. This constant potential for supply increase works against the kind of scarcity-driven price surge that would be needed for a target like $5,800. So we've established that $5,800 is not a realistic target due to the simple economics of supply and demand relative to a massive supply like XRP's. But what is realistic? What are the charts telling us about XRP's price potential in the short term? Despite the long-term fantasy price, the daily chart for XRP is showing some potentially bullish signals right now. Look at the Bollinger Bands here. They have been constricting or tightening recently. This often happens during periods of consolidation and can signal that a significant price move either up or down is becoming more likely soon. We've seen XRP bounce near the lower band, and now it's interacting with the middle band. A move above the middle band can often indicate building buying pressure. Now, let's look at the Awesome Oscillator, or AO. The histogram bars are currently green, which is a hint of bullish momentum, but they are still below the zero line. For stronger confirmation of a bullish trend gaining traction, we'd ideally want to see those green bars cross above the zero line. That crossover would indicate that the short-term momentum has shifted definitively to the upside. So, my thinking here is, the Bollinger Bands tightening tells us a move is coming. The green AO bars below zero suggest bullish pressure is trying to build. The key confirmation will be that the AO crossover is above zero and a clean break of immediate resistance. If buyers do step in with enough force based on these signals, where could the XRP price go in the near term? The immediate significant resistance level I'm watching is around $2.23. This looks like a key area where previous upward moves stalled or where sellers were waiting. Breaking through $2.23 with conviction would be a very positive sign. If XRP is successful in clearing that $2.23 resistance, the next target to watch is around $2.73. A move to $2.73 would represent a significant rally from current levels and would indeed set the stage for potentially testing or reaching its all-time high levels. It's also worth noting that recent data has shown a surge in activity on the Ripple network itself. Increased network activity, especially in terms of transactions or new addresses, can sometimes act as a fundamental tailwind supporting a higher price, as it indicates growing utility or adoption. This aligns with the potentially bullish technical signals we're seeing. So, while $5,800 is a theoretical number based on an unrealistic premise, the short-term technical picture does suggest that an upward breakout from consolidation is plausible if these bullish signals play out. Watch $2.23 and $2.73 as potential upside targets if momentum kicks in. Alright, quick but extremely important reminder, I am not a financial advisor. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. The cryptocurrency market is highly volatile and speculative. You can lose all of your money. Do not invest money you cannot afford to lose. Always do your own research, DYR, and consult with a qualified financial professional before making any investment decisions. My opinions are just that, opinions based on my analysis. The market can do anything. So, to sum it up, $5,800 for XRP is a theoretical math exercise based on unrealistic supply assumptions. Don't get caught up in unit bias. However, the short-term technical picture on the daily chart does show potential for an upward move. Keep an eye on those signals we discussed, the Bollinger Bands, the AO, and key resistance levels at $2.23 and $2.73. I hope this deep dive was valuable for you and helped you understand the reality behind those big numbers. Stay safe out there in the market. Keep learning, keep analyzing, and keep focused. Thanks for watching Zacchy Crypto Update. I'll see you in the next video.